Hey folks, John with A&J Outdoors, and we're here for another vlog. Hat is shout out to my brother Saltwater Hooked. Haven't seen a video from you in a while, man. I'm looking forward to seeing another one come out if you're watching this. Today we're going to talk about fishing. We're going to talk about the industry. Well, not the industry. We're going to talk about what. So I'm a bass fisherman and cat fishermen are crap. Or I'm a cat fisherman and the fish you catch my fish eat, right? The joking back and forth is cool. We all do it. It's a lot of fun. Make fun of each other. That gets us through the day. But when it comes down to one type of fishing or angler or sportsman for that matter attacking another because of the form they fish or whatever, all that does is hurt us as a whole, right, as the outdoor community. And I've been just as guilty as anyone else in the past, you know. I'm big into rod and reel catfishing for many years, and I still do it. I enjoy it. It's fun. And I've kind of frowned upon folks that use jug lines, trout lines. And you know, early on it was, hey, that's not fishing, that's harvesting. You know, you're not really a sportsman, blah blah blah, which I was wrong, right? There's a time and a place for any type of fishing. One of the most fun things you can have is have a bunch of free floating jugs out in the water and have some kids in the boat with you and let them pull these jugs up, just the excitement and seeing what's on the other end of that line, right? So I think my issue really stuck with me on those types of fishing because I've seen it, I don't know how many of you have, the waste involved when somebody puts out a trot line, doesn't manage it, leaves it, and then you somehow snag it and find dead fish on a trot line that's been there for a long time. Same thing with jug lines. That's not the majority of folks who use trot lines or jug lines, right? And there's limb lines, yo-yos where they're legal. They're not legal here in Texas. And I'll admit I've got like 6 or 7 jug lines that I have made up. I made them back about 10 years ago. I put them in the water maybe twice at the most because I kept going back and forth of, you know, about ethical, this and that. You know what? Bottom line is legal, right? Can some of the laws be changed? Yeah, it's frustrating when you go on a lake and you want to troll or drift fish and there's 60 or 70 jug lines spread across the area, right? You know, odds are you're probably going to drift in or troll into one of those or have to try to avoid them. So that's frustrating. In Texas, an angler is allowed to fish with 100 hooks in the water. Period. That sounds ridiculous to me, right? And so if anything I would do in Texas, instead of banning trout lines or jug lines or anything like that, it would be to change that regulation. You know, 100 hooks in the water. So my jug lines have 2 hooks per jug, so I could have 50 jug lines out there with my setup, all my own jugs, right? I just don't, I think that's a little bit over the top. I know some people will probably disagree with me, especially folks who like the jug line, but I don't know if I've ever met anybody who's needed 100 hooks in the water at one time. Trout lines, something I've never done, but I'll be honest with you, me and Audrey, hopefully, depending on what's going on with the current situation, we're going to go stay a long weekend in a cabin on a river with the boat, and this is a good catfish river, and I might build my first trout line or two just to see what it's like, right? Just to try it before I knock it. I know some YouTubers now that I watch that trout line, and I enjoy their channels and I learn from them. So yeah, it's affected me too, right? Saltwater versus freshwater. But remember, when you start beating down one area of our outdoor community, it affects the whole community, and it gives ammunition for those folks outside of the community that hate the community and would like to see no one allowed to fish and harm fish and do all that stuff. Okay, so there's your latest vlog from me, a little bit of harping on that, but let's just all go fishing. All right, hopefully soon we'll get to. And do me a favor, subscribe, hit the thumbs up for me and share this. You know, share this with your fishing buddies. Start a discussion, you know, whatever it takes, and get it out there, okay? All right, folks, until the next one, I appreciate you all, and peace out.